much for clicking on my channel with All Smiles Over Here. I am with Sanja, just like asking a question. Will Sanja help you keep your smile for today? And hopefully the answer is yes, you guys. I'm going to try not to keep you long, but y'all already know if it gets good, I'm going to keep on talking. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm not really giving a golden nugget. I'm just checking on you. That's all I'm doing. I'm just checking on you. What's been going on today? How you doing? Are you in good spirits? Are you in positivity? Are you happy over there? Are you smiling? Are you laughing? What's going on? What's going on? And if all of that good stuff is happening, you know I'm excited. I'm happy. I might as well just say what? Bye. See you later, alligator. Because we ain't got nothing to talk about. But however, I do know it may be some newbies over here that just clicked on and never seen my face before. How y'all doing? We over here in the Smile Gang. Listen, if you got on here and you ain't feeling good, for some odd reason, for whatever reason, we're going to talk about it today. Don't tell me all your business because I'm not nosy. Remember, I told y'all, whenever you confide in somebody, and if they want to know the details and know all your business before they can say an encouraging word or before they can pray for you or meditate for you, you better run the other way. Why? Because they are just being nosy, and nosy people tell your business, okay? So listen, I don't want to know the details. I don't want to know all your business. I just want a snippet. I just want a snippet, okay? Just a snippet. And then we'll talk about it, okay? Now, let's start with the first person. What's been going on? Okay, stop right there. That's all I need to know. You just broke up with your boyfriend. I understand what that feels like. I went through that way back when ago, okay? Way before I met my husband, okay? And let me tell you this. You didn't break up because you're not good enough. Let me say that first and foremost, okay? That ain't what's going on. Stop crying because there's good news for you and even better news. Let me tell you the good news first. The good news is if that young man is truly ordained to be your boyfriend, to flow into your fiance, then to flow into being your husband, then God will get him in check. He will put him in alignment and he'll come on back. That's the good news. So stop crying. Here is the better news, okay? Listen. If that young man doesn't come back, then that means that God has ordained a king to come into your life, to be your boyfriend, to flow into your fiance, thus to become your husband. Now, it doesn't mean that that young man is not a king. It just means that he's not who's your king. He's not your king. So listen, dry your eyes. Either way, you're going to win. Either way, it's going to work out for you. You feeling better now? Okay, good. High five. Woo, yes. Okay, next. Oh, okay, you heard what I just told her. Okay, I'll repeat it. Okay, young man. That was your girlfriend. Y'all ain't together anymore. You feeling a certain kind of way. I just told that young lady, and I'm going to tell you. If God has ordained that young lady to be in your life as your girlfriend, to flow into your fiance, to flow into your wife, then he'll get her right. He'll get her in alignment to come on back. That's the good news. Now, if she doesn't come back, we got better news. The better news is that what? God has a queen that he's going to set in your life to be your girlfriend, to flow into your fiance, and to become your wife. Now, it doesn't mean that that young lady is not a queen. It just means what? She's not your queen. So get yourself together. Get yourself together and get yourself right, because when your queen comes along, she want to see you looking good, smelling good, okay? And then your right mental, stand in line and connect. The same thing for you, young lady. Get yourself snatched and pull yourself together, because when that king comes, he want to see that his queen is looking good and smelling good and got her mental together, okay? Y'all get it good? Okay, good. Okay, let's move on. Okay, you just got fired? Okay, listen, that happens to a lot of people. Sometimes you get fired because they have to, downsize. Sometimes you get fired because it's drama. People don't want you there, so they'll spread lies and do whatever they can to get you gone. And that's probably what happened. And there's a third reason. You probably told somebody off, or you were probably stealing, or you probably messed up a shipment that cost thousands and thousands of dollars. Either way, or whichever way, or however way you got fired, is good news all around. One, if you were the one that was stealing and messing up product and, telling folks off and you got fired, the good news is God allowed you to get fired. So now you can see, this next job that I'm going to go to, I can't be telling folks off. I can't be stealing. I can't be messing up shipments. So now you know what to do. Why? Because now you're all the way aligned and connected. So now when you get this new job, and it may come with a raise, it may come with better pay. Now you know what things to do so that you can keep your job. That's good news. Now, the other 3 reasons that they probably had to do a layoff, you know what I mean? Somebody probably lied on you and whatnot, and just that they just fired you just because, okay? You need to ask yourself, what were you doing before you got fired on the side? What am I talking about? Were you doing your nails professionally and doing your mama nails and your cousin nails and your co-worker nails, and they would come to you? I ain't talking about just regular polish. I'm talking about acrylic gel, and you doing designs and whatnot. And they were like, oh, you do a good job. And they weren't paying you for it. You were just doing it for fun. Okay, that was a yes. All right. Were you in the kitchen baking pies and baking cakes and cookies and giving them out to co-workers, family members, and friends, and they were always requesting that you would bake them a certain cake, come seasonal, whether it's Christmas, Easter, whatever it was, they would ask you, can you bake me that cake that you always make? They were? Okay, you were doing that. What about you being in your backyard in the shed making tables and chairs or making t-shirts on the side just for fun? Yeah, you were doing that too? Gotcha. Were you singing at church? I really singing. I ain't talking about just singing. I'm talking about really singing. Were you doing that? And people had you coming to their weddings, singing at their weddings, singing at funerals, singing at different occasions and whatnot, and you weren't really getting paid for it. Okay. Let me tell you something. Sometimes you will get fired because God is pushing you into a position to become your own boss. That's what I'm getting at. A lot of times we stay in the net of being safe because we don't want to fall. We'll rather have somebody else be in our safety net rather than us soaring and prospering off of the gifts and talents that God has blessed us with. So maybe, just maybe, God wants you to get out of the safety box and get out of the risk box, okay? The non-risk box, I'll say that. And he wants you to soar in the gifts that he has provided you. And I'm quite sure if you would just take that leap of faith rather, into making the step, moving towards the gifts that God has blessed you with, you'll see that you will do amazing things and you will make amazing coin, moolah, money, if you just operate in your gift, being your own boss. And not to mention, you being your own boss, you won't have to call in sick, pretending like you're sick so that you can enjoy a vacation with your family. You get what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. So why not step into 2020 being your own boss? I know you don't know the first step to take, but can I tell you this? Just get aligned and connected, which means what? God is at the forefront of your life, moving in and through you, that you're able to see within your journey with some clarity, and that clarity will guide you into what to do and how to do and who to contact and shucks. The clarity may just allow the people and places and things that you need to get this business off the ground to come straight to you. That's all I'm saying. So maybe you getting fired is the right move. Cheer up, cheer up, cheer up, cheer up. Okay, next. Gotcha. Money. I just got finished talking about you getting fired, but you saying I'm fired, but I need money to pay my bills. Let me tell y'all this. If God knows the amount of strain of hairs on your head, and he knows the inner and outward parts of you, I can guarantee that he knows that your light bill needs to be paid. He knows that your rent needs to be paid. He knows that your kids' tuition needs to be paid. He knows all of whatever payments you need to make needs to be paid. You're saying that you don't have the money physically in your hand. That's fine and dandy. It doesn't mean that it's not coming. I like to say it hasn't hit my bank account yet whenever I need some extra coin, okay? Because let me tell y'all this. Just because a person is a multimillionaire doesn't mean that they have it made automatically, because the more money you make, guess what? The bigger the bills. Our light bill may be around about $1,500, $2,000, maybe $3,000 a month, and yours may be just $300 a month. Okay, it's no different. It's no different. I'm just telling you, just like God will provide for a multimillionaire, He will provide for you. And shucks, I like to call everybody multimillionaires because God don't have no favoritism against nobody. He doesn't. If He can do it for them, He can do it for you. If He did it for me, He can do it for you. That's how I look at it. So my thing is, if you don't see the money right now, it's fine. The money is coming. You just got to trust God. You got to trust God. You got to trust God. You got to know that He is your provider. He's your provider. And if you can understand that God is your provider and not a job, then you understand it. You say, what? Well, I get my check. Yeah, but who has provided you to wake up in the morning, to brush your teeth, wash your face, take a shower, get dressed, drive to the workplace and work? Who has given you those provisions to do that, to get to the job? Yeah, God. So your reliance should be on God and not the job. God's going to take care of you, and He knows what you have requested. He got you. Trust Him. Trust Him even to the last second. Trust Him. He's going to come through for you, okay? You're going to get that coin. You're going to get that moolah. You're going to get that money, 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 money. And let me say this, because I don't want some of y'all to miss your blessings, because I missed my blessings a couple of times, but God restored those things. When God comes to bring you the money, God comes and moves through anybody that's willing to be used by Him. Now, God may send somebody to give you some money, and it may not look like the person that you want to receive the money from. Can I tell you this? Don't look at it as that person. You may say, I don't want to get no money from Sarah, because Sarah talked bad about me. Sarah had drugged my name through the mud and said some stuff. Listen, that ain't Sarah who's giving you the money. That's God. Take the money out of Sarah's hand, okay? Tell Sarah thank you and close the door, okay? And do that. We ain't telling you that you got to have a relationship with Sarah after she give you the money, because that ain't Sarah giving you the money. That's God giving you the money. Now, let me say this. Somebody may win the lottery, okay? And they may say, for some reason, I want to give you $1 million. Don't you get over there in religious land. Listen to me clearly. I'm trying to give you some wisdom. Don't go over there. No, I can't accept lottery money. You can't do what? Take lottery off and just call it money, people. God can bless you in any type of way. That's how we miss out on blessings, because we think that God can't come through and use. If God can use a donkey, then God can use a person who just won the lottery. Come through for me, people. That's all I'm saying, okay? So don't get in your religious stance to think that you can't receive money for certain people because of their type of lifestyle. Such, you may have a guy who used to sell drugs and he saved his money up, and he ain't in the drug business no more. The popo ain't following him no more, and he just sees you and see how great of a person you are, and he just want to put a couple of thousands in your hand. You gonna turn that down? If you gonna turn it down, tell them about my channel and tell them I'll take it. I will. Why? Because I can't tell God who to come through for me with. If God want to send Peter down the street, Sally down the road, whoever He want to use to be a blessing to me, because I have requested of Him, then I'm going to say, God, use him. Use him. He can use Mike Tyson. I say, Mike Tyson, come on with it. I'm here. We'll take it. That's how I am. I'm not going to exclude it. Now, I will say this. God will give you wisdom. God will let you know if the popo is after some people, because He ain't trying to go to jail. Ain't nobody trying to go to jail around here. Ain't nobody. If you are trying to go to jail, you better be trying to go to jail so that you can witness to those who are behind bars and give them some encouragement. We ain't trying to go to jail or to prison to sleep and to stay. That's all I'm saying. If we're going to go there, we're going to bless the people. Okay? That's all I'm saying. So God will give you wisdom, but I'm just trying to give y'all a little wisdom as well to let you know. Don't shun your face. Don't shun on people when God's using them. Because you can't tell God how to come through for you anyway. And if you could, then what you need God for? You might as well do it yourself. Not to mention, if God sends somebody to you to be a blessing to you of what you have requested of him to give to you, and if you refuse it because of your pride, or because you got problems with those people, or because you feel a certain way because how people winning their money or getting their money, whether it's through lottery or however, if you resist it, if you say I don't want it, you are resisting blessings. Because when you refuse to accept a gift from God, however he comes through to give it to you, then you telling God, oh, I don't want any blessings. No, I'm closing the door to blessings. Your subconscious mind is hearing, oh, they don't want blessings. Stop the blessing flow. That's what your subconscious mind will keep in your back here. It'll keep it saying you're not supposed to be blessed. Why? Because you keep refusing. And I'm just telling you, that's how it works. So if somebody comes to you and you know the popo ain't after them or whatnot, then you receive it with joy, with gladness. Because like I said, it's not them performing the act. It's God through them. I guarantee you, if it's somebody who have done you wrong and they trying to give you money, I'm telling you right now, in the back of their head, it's going, why I'm about to give them $500? Why I'm about to give them $10,000? Why I'm about to do this for them? I don't like them, but I feel like I need to do it. And I can't sleep. I was supposed to give it to them last week, but I ain't want to, but I haven't been able to sleep for a week, so I'm finna go ahead and give them this. Okay, I can give me some rest. That's how God works through people who don't like you. God will bless you through any kind of measure. He will. You just don't refuse it. Don't refuse it. If you see a penny on the ground or a dime or a nickel, pick it up. I do. Because whenever I see a penny or a dime or a nickel, if I see a penny, I always think of my dad. I'm like, hey, Dad, how you doing? But if I see a penny, a dime, or a nickel, or anything on the ground that's money related, I pick it up. Because guess what? I say, listen, if I'm getting richer, more richer, a penny richer than what I am already rich, then guess what? I'm going to keep picking up those pennies because I'm showing God that I respect money and I am open to receive money however he wants to get it to me. However he wants to get it to me. If it's 1 penny at a time, God, I'll pick up a penny every time I see it. If it's 1 quarter at a time, God, I'll pick up a quarter every time I see it. That's just how my mind works. That's just how I am. So listen, when God comes through for you, accept it. And if it doesn't look like what you expected it, or look like how you expected it to come through, don't look at it as that person, place, or thing. Look at it as God performing the act, okay? Y'all get it good? Okay, good. All right, let's go. Oh, this is going to be a long one. Already at 17 minutes. Here we go. Next. Okay, and this may be the last one. Maybe not. Maybe one more. Okay. You still feeling pain from that sickness that you were diagnosed with? Let me say this. It's going to be all right. I got a shoulder over here for you to lean on and a shoulder over here for you to lean on. Let me tell you this, my sister. Let me tell you this, my brother. Of whatever ethnicity you are. Do not allow your physical eyes, your physical ears, or the falsehood of feelings to distract you into thinking that the pain that you're feeling from that sickness, that it is a permanent situation, okay? Because it's not. Let me tell you a story, and I think I told y'all this before. I remember watching a documentary. This lady had been diagnosed with cancer, okay? She went to the doctors. They said, hey, you got cancer, and nothing we can do, and she went home. This lady said she wasn't going to accept that. So what she did every single morning, she woke up, had her a cup of tea or a cup of coffee or some milk or whatever, and every time she would drink whatever she was drinking, she'll say, I am drinking my healing. I am being healed as I drink. And then when her husband would come home from work, they would sit down on their sofa and just watch what? Nothing but comedic movies and films to make them laugh. Because you know, laughter does good like a what? Like a medicine. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And so she kept doing that every morning and every evening, every morning and every evening, drinking her healing and laughing up a storm with her husband, doing it over and over. Months passed. And so the time came when she had to go and get a checkup. She went to the doctors and they were saying, well, let's see how fast this cancer is progressing, because according to them, she should be like progressing really fast in that cancer field, right? But little did they know, she was speaking into her life. And so when they did that scan on her, they was like, now I know she, and they looking for cancer, They don't see it. So they transfer her to another room where there was another place where they can check her out. Because maybe, just maybe, that machine was broken. They didn't know what it was talking about. It don't work properly. So they looking, and sure enough, no cancer to be found. They tell her to get dressed and come to my office. She gets dressed. She goes to the office. There's the doctors and all the associates, those who had witnessed that she did have cancer months and months back. And they look at her and say, I don't know what happened or how this happened, but you don't have cancer at all, none whatsoever in your body. There's no cancer. And you know how she was. She was smiling. She was smiling and she was happy. Why? Because she had spoken it into her life. Why? Because her mental was on point. Y'all, there's a song by John P. Key, and the words go like this: if there be anyone who's going through, we have the answer for you. Trust and obey and never give in. Only the strong shall survive and win. It's not talking about the physical strongness, those guns that you have like this. No, it's talking about only the strong up in here in your mental. That's why I'm always stressing that y'all stay aligned and connected, keeping your mental on point, which means what? God is at the forefront of your life, moving in and through you, that you're able to see within your journey with some clarity. And with that clarity, you're going to be on point up here, which means what? You're going to be always thinking positive, thinking possible, and knowing that God could do any and everything. Why? Because any and everything is possible. Only if you what? Believe. And only if you KNOW. And that's what happened with that lady. She understood that she can speak it into her life, and she believed and she knew that it was going to happen. And that's what I'm telling you. Don't let the falsehood of feelings, and don't let your physical eyes and your physical ears trick you into believing that you're going to stay sick forever. Because can I tell you this? You can't trust. You cannot trust your physical eyes and your physical ears and falsehood of feelings. Why? Because you are a spirit being. Did y'all hear that loud and clear? You are a spirit being. So there's no way that your physical eyes can show you what is truthful. There's no way that your physical ears can let you hear what is truthful. There's no way. You can only go about things through your spirit being. That's why you got to stay aligned and connected, because then you can see, like that lady knew that she was speaking it into her life, into her spirit being. That no, this body is going to cooperate because I'm in control of this body. My spirit being is in control of this flesh. Y'all get it? Got it good. So if by any chance you're feeling a certain way, you're still feeling pain, start to speak into your body. Let your spirit man speak to your physical body and tell it what it's going to do. You're in control. Your flesh does not run nothing, okay? You run your flesh. And with you and God aligned and connected, y'all are one. Y'all run this flesh. You run your body. You do. What do you want your body to do? Arthritis? Oh, you get into check. You are. Oh, these knees, you gout. You get into check. You run your body. You are a spirit being. You're not flesh. You operate in this flesh, but you ain't flesh. So you take control by getting and staying aligned and connected, being one with God. And then you speak to your body of what you want it to get in alignment with, of that healing, or whatever it is. Any and everything is possible. Any, did you hear me? Any and everything is possible. If you're paralyzed, tell your spirit man to speak to your body. Are you feeling me? I mean, literally, are you hearing me? Spiritually, you are a spirit being. You control your flesh, okay? Last but not least, let me hear it. Go on, you the last one on here. I'm already at 24 minutes. This is a long one. I hope everybody stay with me, okay? Okay, so you saying what now? Oh, okay. I've been there. What they said, y'all, is that they had a friend, a best friend at that, and now they're no longer friends. And they feeling bad. They've been crying and they really miss them. Let me say this. This not only happen in just friendships with best BFFs and just friends or associates. This happens in blood family too, okay? Let me say this. God has seasons in our lives. And it doesn't matter if people are blood or not blood. Some people aren't meant to be in your seasons, in certain seasons in your life. Just think of it as a plant. During the winter time, there are some plants that won't survive. Why? Because it's too cold, so they ain't gonna be able to thrive outside your house. Same thing with the summer. Summertime, especially in Florida, whew, they burn up. Certain plants you can't put outside because they'll just burn straight up. They can't handle the heat. You may have a summer friend, but you in your winter season. Summer friend can't hang with you, not now, because you're in winter. They'll shrivel up and die. In other words, there'll be so much friction and drama because what? They're not supposed to be in your season. Shucks, you may be in your what? Summer season, and you got a winter family member, whether they are blood related or they in-laws. You may be in your summer and they may be winter. They ain't gonna be able to thrive. That's why it's so much friction. A lot of times we think everybody's supposed to be in all of our seasons, and that's not it. And a lot of times, the reason why people can't be in your season is because they ain't all the way aligned and connected. A lot of times when people are all the way aligned and connected, they can be in all of your seasons. Why? Because now they have the understanding and the support that's backing them, which is God. And that's God backing you even the more when they're aligned and connected. When they're not aligned and connected, they're not going to be able to hang with you all the time. You're not going to be able to talk to them all the time. You're not going to be able to just be around them all the time. Why? Because it's going to always be some friction. It's going to always be some friction. It doesn't mean that you don't love them. It just means that you love yourself more. Why? Because you want to make sure that you get all the good goods and yum-yums that God has for you. You want to be all that you can be, do, and have that God has for you to be all, to do, be, and all that you can have. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say, y'all. You want the best for your life, in other words. And a lot of times when everybody is not on the same accord as far as being aligned and connected, you may be aligned and connected, but they may not. And because of that, it's friction. And if you have people around you that's not aligned and connected, and they're not supposed to be in your season, if you continue to pull them into your season when they're not supposed to be there, then they'll have you all imbalanced to where it'll be shaky grounds of you staying aligned and connected. And if you on shaky grounds with staying aligned and connected, then guess what? You're going to be missing out on your good goods and yum-yums. It's not worth it. Like I said, it's not that you being mean, because you're not. You're thinking about what would be best for your life, so that you can have a great experience, and that your husband can have those experiences with you, and that your children can have those experiences with you. But if you got people hanging around you that's causing you not to have great experience, guess what's going to happen? That's going to trickle down into your marriage. That's going to trickle down into your motherhood, and you teaching your kids. You're going to be treating your kids and your husband a certain way, all because you got the wrong person over in your season. It ain't worth it. It's not. You still love them. Let me tell you this. Don't let anybody make you feel guilty for looking out for you as far as staying aligned and connected. And don't you feel guilty that you can't talk to them as much as you used to, or that you can't hang around them as much as you used to. Don't you guilt yourself, because there's nothing wrong about bettering yourself. And if you understand that it's for the best for you, and not just for you, but for your family, then that's good news all in itself. So it's quite normal for you to feel a certain way, especially when you've got so attached to people. You know, if you used to talk to them every day, or used to hang out with them every other day. I mean, I know what that's like. But the beauty is that when you cut away certain things for a season, and you allow God to work on you so you can get and do and be and have what God has called you in all those areas, then it works out greater for you, because the next go round, by that time, God may have gotten those people all the way aligned and connected. And then guess what? God will bring them all back into your life. And that's the beauty of it. It doesn't mean that's bye-bye and you ain't gonna talk to them a lot of times or whatever, well, forever. It just means that right now, since they ain't all the way aligned and connected, you can't be over there. You can't do it. It doesn't matter if they're family members. It doesn't matter if they're friends. It doesn't matter if they're co-workers. If they are keeping you in a state to where you're on shaky grounds with staying aligned and connected, it's not good. And most people call those toxic relationships. You don't want to be in a toxic relationship. Even though you know they're good people, they just ain't got it there yet as far as made it to being all the way aligned and connected. So give them time. In due time, they'll get aligned and connected, and then you'll be able to hang out with them a lot and be able to talk to them a lot, because then they'll be talking nothing but what? Positivity. They won't be telling you about other folks' business. They won't be telling you about their business in a negative way. They won't be talking about folks. They won't be causing drama in your life. There'll be nothing but goods and yums of conversations. Let me say this. When a person is truly aligned and connected and y'all are talking, when you get off the phone with them or you get from being around them, y'all probably went out to a movie, y'all hung out together. When y'all leave each other's presence, it'll make you feel like you can go and fly a plane and you won't even have pilot license 1. I'm just trying to tell you the truth. They'll make you think that you could do a somersault into the ocean and you don't even know how to swim. That's what happens when you're around like-minded people who are aligned and connected. They'll make you feel like you can do and be and have anything. And it won't be no doubt. It won't be them putting on. They'll make you feel like you could do a cartwheel and then do something else crazy and then run a marathon all in 1 hour. They'll make you feel that way because they'll be sharpening your sword. Iron and iron is sharpens each other's sword. That's why you got to be like-minded. Their goodness and your goodness together. Oh my goodness. You talking about being bossy, making boss moves. You and your husband. That's all I'm saying. So don't feel bad that you're not with your friends anymore, that you can't talk to them as much as you used to, or even with family members. It's okay. It's going to be a blessing for you. Why? Because whenever God allows people not to be in certain seasons in your life, He always places other people to fill that void. And guess what? Those people are the people that are going to make you feel like you can go and swim in the ocean and you don't even know how to swim. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So listen, understand that God got you. I hope I was able to cheer y'all up. And like I said, I was just on here to check on you. I just want to knock on your door and look, you opened it and we were able to talk. I rang your phone and you said hello. And I said, hey, what's going on? And you was telling me all about it. Not all your business. You telling me in details. Because I want you to say that I was the one that told your business. That's another way to stay out of drama. If somebody want to tell you their business, no, I don't want to know. Because you don't want to be the one to say, you told them. Say, I ain't tell them nothing because you ain't told me nothing. That's how you have to be, okay? Listen, y'all. I hope y'all got it. But I hope for sure that I was a shoulder and a shoulder that you could lean on today. And I hope you're feeling better. Everything is working out for your good. You got this. God got you. Stay aligned and connected, which means what? God is at the forefront of your life, moving in and through you, that you're able to see within your journey with some clarity, and you'll see that everything is working out for your good. We got this. We only have a few more days to march into what? 2020. And can I tell you this? In 2020, the best is yet to come. Better and greater things you will receive and do. Get ready for high time for some blessings in 2020. Just like God blessed us in 2019. We ain't saying we ain't get blessed in 2019 because I sure enough got blessed with some manifestations in 2019. I'm saying I'm getting even more blessings and manifestations in 2020. And that's what I want you to do too. So listen, I hope y'all got this. If you didn't get it, rewind and watch again. I apologize. I'm at 34 minutes. Yes, I am. I hope y'all stuck with me. It was a long one. But listen, Hope y'all got it. If you didn't, rewind and watch again. And if you couldn't watch it throughout the whole thing, I hope you put me on pause and did something, came back and play a little bit, then put me on pause and came back and play it, whatever, because I know this is a long one. Okay, all right. I hope y'all got it. But if you didn't, like I said, rewind and watch again. But in the meantime, between time, if you take just a little bit of what I'm telling you and apply to your life to the best of your ability, you won't ever have the mask of smile. Why? Because your smiles will always be genuine. I'll talk to y'all soon. Be blessed, stay blessed, be blessed, stay blessed, be blessed, stay blessed. I just came on here to check on you. And now you're feeling great, just like I'm feeling great. Let's go out and get this thing. Get these things called wet manifestations. Talk to y'all soon. Be blessed, stay blessed, be blessed, stay blessed again. Be blessed, stay blessed. Y'all know what's